these are the children of God, she will quickly learn that a child deceitful forever shall learn.
I am not deceitful. I have never told a lie. If I told lies, I would say, I love you, Mrs. Reed, but I declare I do not love you. I dislike you worst of anybody in the world. I will never come to visit you when I'm grown up, even when you're dying, for the very thought of you makes me sick. You are the liar.
Tristan, and Tristan, tell us what character you're playing in Jane Eyre.
I'm playing Helen Burns, and she's kind of like, she's real holy, and she just believes that there's some goodness in everybody. And so, yeah, and she just kind of teaches Jane how to forgive and how to be a good person.
So tell me about your experience in being in Jane Eyre the musical.
I really enjoy it. I don't know how to put it. It's just so intense, and it's given me something different to to focus on. Because yet you're serious, but you do have to have that energy and just engage the audience. And I find that a real big challenge, and I really enjoy doing it.
Do you think people should come see Jane Eyre?
Definitely. Why wouldn't you? I mean, you'd be psycho not to come see the show.
What 2 shows are you playing Helen in?
I am Saturday night at 7, and I'm Sunday matinee at 2.
All right. Here with Jerica. Jerica, tell us what role you're playing in Jane Eyre.
I am playing the role of Blanche Ingram. She's a haughty aristocrat who comes to Thornfield to possibly marry Mr. Rochester.
Have you enjoyed playing her?
Yes, it's been very fun. I hadn't really played a role that's been, I'm usually the sweet, quiet one, and this was just really different. So it was fun.
So tell us about the music in this show. Your songs are quite challenging and are very high and have lots of arpeggios in them and such. And what do you feel or tell us a little bit about what you've done to prepare for the music?
Well, I listened to the Broadway recording a lot, and I've been working with a voice teacher, and I mean, it's been really challenging, but it's been really fun, and I feel like I've grown a lot. Like, my voice has grown, and it's just been a good experience.
Okay. So tell us what 2 performances you are in.
I'm in the Saturday night and Sunday afternoon.
And do you think people should come see Jane Eyre?
Definitely, it's going to be great.
I feel my heart losing and tilting to one side. I shall take captive for the road. I shall take captive for the
Just compare the pictures, 2 completely different pictures. You should be ashamed, Jane. Why would he trade his silver for silver polished metal? Why would he settle for a slave when he could have a queen? Jane, it's for sin, Jane. Don't even dare anymore to complain. Say a prayer for your sorry soul,
Why must I take one more breath? Then my next life, that's not the worst. I'd rather burn in hell, damning my soul to dwell, lost in my pain, than to live here on earth without my Jane.
All right, we're here with Kayla. Kayla, your role in this show requires a lot more physical acting and such than other roles. Can you tell us a little bit about what that has been like for you?
It's been really hard, but it's been a lot of fun. My character doesn't speak. She just kind of makes very big actions and noises and things like that.
This is your final show with us. It's your senior year, and you've been with us for 4 years.
Yeah.
How does it feel with this being your last show?
Okay, I'm gonna miss it, but I'm really excited that this show was my last show and that this character is my last character, because I think like this character is really different from any other characters I played here, and I think that's what's so fun about it, is like it's a completely new way of acting almost. Like this is something I've never done before, and it seems like every other part is kind of the same. Like you can, like once I played Sandy, and then the next I played like Gertrude McFuzz. Like you can kind of feed off each other, and this one was so completely different that it was a challenge. So I'm glad that my senior year, my last show, I got to be.
All right, we're here with Tyler. Tyler is the percussionist for Jane Eyre. Tell us a little bit about the music as far as the percussion parts and what you've experienced with this show.
Well, I've experienced an amalgamation of good and bad things. I find that the most difficult part of all of this was getting the instruments here, because the Arts Academy doesn't have its own percussion equipment. So I had to contact my studio director at OU, Dr. Dregge, and he generously allowed us to move the 4 timpani and the 4 chimes that are down there over to this location. And I also took my own drum set and a whole bunch of other little stuff and threw it together and added a bell kit off to one side, and voila, Jane Eyre's percussion section. Usually the book is written to be played by 2 people, but we couldn't get a second person, and I didn't want to deal with a second person. So I just agreed to play it all myself. And it's interesting to read 2 score lines at a time and put all of that together. But it's kind of fun because it's really challenged me organizing my process. You know, picking up this mallet at this time and this brush at this time. And I've been getting a lot of 3 and 4 mallet grip technique work down. And that's been kind of fun to make it all work and do it smoothly and not hit anything. I noticed today that I would hit stuff without realizing it. And that's not good in a performance. But the music itself is really enjoyable because it's pretty digestible. You know, chunks and phrases that make sense are easy to count. And I like that the composer has thrown some of that in there with the weirder stuff to fit in with the speech and what have you, that makes this more of an operetta and less of a musical. Overall, at the end of the performance, I find myself thinking 2 things. 1, why on earth did I decide to do this? And 2, oh yeah, because I love music that much. And despite the fact that everything that is playing this piece gives me the worst headache I can imagine every single time I do it, it's always worth it. Because when I get up and stretch and sit in a real chair, not a drum throne, for the first time after I've been playing for 3 hours, it just hits me that I've been making beautiful music with a lot of really talented performers, and I'm just happy to have that opportunity.
There is no more to hide, just our blindness and our pride.
We'll never lose faith, we will never lose heart, for you have restored my trust. And I know you're afraid, I'm as scared as you are, but willing to be brave enough for love.
Hey.
Stop zooming.
Sorry.
Hello!
How's it going, guys?
I have hair, I swear. Jane Eyre. Just go great. Hello! Okay, just make space.
All right.